All right, we're back with part two on this. Sorry for multiple parts, but there's a lot to be said today. So let's get into the rest of the video. So going back to the lady with the Nissan Rogue. So anyway, the car ended up getting stuck on island. Stuck on base. She was unable to get it back. The young lady that was active duty that owned the Nissan Rogue ended up having to get law enforcement involved and legal and everything else to be able to get the car back. She finally got the car back, and it was an absolute nightmare. She said the car was absolutely destroyed. It was in horrible condition, whatever. The other person that reached out to me, which I was actually surprised, to be honest with you, that I've had so many people reach out to me, and I forwarded all of this information to the appropriate parties. Another young lady reached out to me who was renting her Volkswagen Jetta. And the story with the Jetta goes, this was a car that her and her husband actually rightfully owned. It was financed, and basically FIA rented this car out. And mind you, she was renting all these cars out through Facebook Marketplace. She didn't go through Turo or anywhere where these people had any type of protections. She was renting them out on her own. So what she was doing was she was renting the cars out, she was collecting all of this cash, and she wasn't making the payments. So on the Volkswagen Jetta that she rented out, the car ended up actually getting repossessed by the bank, and the person that was renting it from her had a ton of stuff inside the car, some of which was actually extremely valuable. And the car got repossessed, and they never got any of their property back. FIA took off with thousands of dollars of money from them and thousands of dollars of money from the individual that she rented the Nissan Rogue to. So today, she goes on Facebook to Hawaii Stolen Stuff Facebook page, and she comes up with this narrative trying to paint this picture of she's a victim. I touched on it in part one of this video, but I wanted to touch on it in a little bit more detail because it's actually very interesting. So she goes on to say, he's saying is $50,000. Yeah, there's interest on a loan at 18% interest, $614.01 a month. You do the math. It's a little bit more than what a car is supposed to be, and that's with any loan. She supposedly just bought a car, and I'm sure she's going to be paying a hell of a lot more for the car than what she seen on the window sticker. Obviously, this girl is absolutely clueless on how finances and stuff work. So anyway, she goes on to say that I'm an idiot. She's been dealing with the last 3 years. She filed a police report, and now that I'm harassing her and throwing her past around. So I have not harassed her. I have not called her, not texted her, nothing. And obviously, phone records prove all of that. I mean, she's going to have a hard time trying to claim that I did any of that when I've got all of my phone records. I can prove that I haven't bothered this bitch not once. I did send her a demand for payment for $4,000 for the damages to the car. In case you guys forget, let me show you what the car looked like when I got it back. This was the back seat. 2023 vehicle. She got it with 2,000 miles on it. It's got 65,000 now. It's a side of it where she ran it into something. Here's the Tesla that she went and bought and stopped paying me, and then called this car a piece of shit after she destroyed it. Steering wheel. I don't know what all this sticky nastiness was. I wish the picture would go a little bit farther so you guys could see how nasty the cup holders are. This is me on FaceTime with my best friend back in Hawaii as she's trying to get into the car, and she was telling me she doesn't even want to get in the car because it stunk so bad and it was so nasty. Passenger's floorboard. Obviously, it hasn't been vacuumed in probably months, if at all. The driver's seat. The driver's seat doesn't look as bad unless you're looking right in here, and God only knows what they were doing there. And then all the trash that's down here. So I sent her this, which was a demand letter for $4,044.52. I was charging her for the outstanding balance, which was only $430. I did give her credit for the $350 that she paid in August. September, there was 2 days in September that she would have owed for a $250 cleaning fee, which I'm assuming all of you guys agree that the car needs to be cleaned. And it was spotless when she got it, by the way. Front bumper damage, side damage, the past year registration that she was contractually obligated to pay that she never paid, ran around the island for 2 years on expired plates. Safety inspection, there's the total. Now, that's the last communication I had with her. I didn't bother after that. Now, that was several days ago that I sent that out to her. Haven't texted her, haven't called her, haven't messaged her, haven't emailed her. Obviously, I've been posting update videos. But then she goes on to post the thing that she did on social media saying that I've been harassing her. So going back to this, she's saying that I'm crazy and mental in the head. She's paid so much money towards the car. Why would I give it back? Because you didn't finish paying it. The contract was for 75 months, and she paid for 33. Anyway, I gave him $3,500 down. Can somebody please explain to this individual what a down payment means? A down payment, just like probably on the car that she's driving now, because I know her credit's so fucked up that she couldn't do a sign and drive and walk out of there. She doesn't understand why she paid $3,500 down and why she still owes $4,000. She thinks that because she paid $3,500 down to get a little bit of skin in the game to get the car, that that wipes out the $4,000 in damage that she owes me now. And that's not the way life works. Anyway, she says that I got the car back. I'm retaliating against her because I have to pay for it myself. Hate to break the news to her. The car's paid off. It's been paid off for over a year now. But she still had to pay me because she wasn't getting a free car. That's not the way life works. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. Just recently I was told, why am I doing this and still financing it with him, blah, 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 blah. Like, you guys can pause this and read it if you want to. Now, I have one message or one comment that somebody posts that I'm going to show you guys a screenshot of because it says it best when dealing with her. Now, this is a viewer over on my YouTube page. I thought this was absolutely hilarious. And I don't post this to degrade women in any way, but in this particular case, it's very fitting. Simple woman's logic. That's why stupid people are the happiest. I thought that comment was absolutely hilarious. Then we have this person down here. Best of luck. There's real scumbags out there. I'm so sorry this happened to you. And the doctor, I hope she's gets what's coming for her. There is people all over the internet that have been watching this and seeing this, and I'm absolutely blown away that this has reached the amount of people that it's reached. I've had a ton of people that has viewed it on YouTube. I've had a ton of people that's viewed it on TikTok. I've had a ton of people that has viewed it on Facebook, on Instagram, on Clapper. I've posted this everywhere, and I've got a ton of comments. But anyway, let's finish this up. So the last thing that I'm going to say about this, and this is what I find absolutely hilarious, is, you know, she posted that post on Facebook with this police report number and this officer's name. When I called Honolulu Police Department and tried to track down the officers so I could speak with them, dispatch, or the operator, I guess is who it is, at the Baratania location, they didn't have any record of an officer by that name. They couldn't locate one. So they tried to look up the police report number. They don't have any record of that police report number. They transferred me to records. Nobody in records answered the first time I did finally get in touch with somebody. They don't have any record of that police report number. I also called the detective division. Same thing, no record. I did talk to a good friend of mine who worked in law enforcement there in Hawaii, and I was told that sometimes it takes a couple of days for the police report numbers to get into the system. So I will keep checking up with HPD and see if there's any update so I can talk to somebody, and I will give you guys an update. In the meantime, drop your comments below. Let me know what you think. And if you've had any altercations with this individual, drop a comment below. Have a good night.